Hello everybody, Doomknight here, and welcome to a brand new video. And today we're doing something a little bit new, as you can probably tell. But, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, my other model can't do this. So, say hi to this model. It is the first time this model appears on my channel. Probably not the last. And, today, we're going to be playing the non-existence of me and you, and I'm going to be loving this new face tracking, especially because it has hand tracking. Yes, everybody, I've lost my mind again. So I will say I did play a little bit of this already, and I have horrible mic settings, so hopefully I changed it properly this time. But we don't know. And so we're gonna see, and we're gonna enjoy this sound. It's a terrifying thing. I'm truly grateful that you're willing to do this for me, but am I still me right now? I don't know. Yet there was a time I longed for this sight, even if it was nothing more than a fleeting possibility. I mean no harm. It's just that I'm afraid. I never truly wished for that to come true. But regardless, this is your choice. To deny this story and the choice you've made. I completely understand and accept that. Very well then. Let the me of this moment fade away forever. Huh. Should be terrified. Chapter: The First Encounter. On that afternoon, Lilith appeared. I'm lying on the bed, lost in a blur of time. I don't know how long I've been asleep. And I can't remember the last time I ate. The only thing left for me to do was die here and wait for my body to decay. And then she showed up by the window. The bright light. Anime. In the great, glorious words, wise wisdom that I have heard before from a specific individual by the name of Manly Badass Hero, I say, anime. The mysterious girl says nothing. Chair. She said nothing, just tilted her head and looked at you like you were just another object in her room. Of course, you are the real master of this room. You haven't spoken to anyone in a long time, so it takes you a moment to realize how to even start. Who am I? Says nothing. Did I just manage to speak? Or is it that choices in this game are meaningless? Silence. Even after silence comes more silence, but the silence is always destined to be broken. Oop. I was trying to... Okay, we're gonna ignore that I can't do too many voices and too many things. I see. I heard it. You are the protagonist of this game, sitting in your room, ready to pursue the path to win over a beautiful girl. What if that's not my goal? What if I'm just playing this because of a specific Wheel of Fortune, and because I randomly had this in my library? And what about you? Are you just a figment of my imagination? Do you truly want to know? Or is it simply because the only option you can choose is me? In the next moment, she vanished from your sight. Then she emerged again, this time closer than before. You realize what she did. It meant she had just stepped closer to you. Or did you walk towards her instead? A crimson glow, her eyes, that pierce through me, unblinking. This thought lingers in your mind, yet it feels like it belongs to someone else. Wait, what are these? Oh, okay, got it. Are you asking us? We're the furniture in your chamber. You've spent a long time talking to us, and so we've become very familiar with everything about you, dear friend. In short, you can think of us as your senses, honored one. Ah. Come on, you're just objects. Do objects really deserve to be called senses? Ah, my most loyal subjects. It has been far too long, hasn't it? It has been a long time, Your Majesty, and you remain as dignified and full of spirit as ever. Says nothing. Says nothing. What is it like to have someone's eyes fixed upon you? Terrifying. From personal experience, horrifying. Never want to feel that again. You're staring at me so hard it's making my skin crawl. I hate this feeling. She doesn't respond, continuing to stare at you. That gaze feels like a soft thorn, as if it could pierce straight through your heart. So tell me, do you believe I truly exist? Then do you think she truly exists? I'm not sure. I want to figure that out. That answer... I'm not sure. I want to figure out that answer to that question with you. It's a kind of ritual. Ritual intended to make you feel my presence. So what are you feeling right now? Chalk, dust, and debris mixing into the air, drawn into your nostrils, with the softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm. You can do that one. From your description, that sounds like touch. So, just faint sensations then. Ew. Ew. Now I hold you tighter, bringing us even closer. So, what does it feel like to be held in a tight embrace? The feeling of being strangled. Sometimes, not all the time. A wet plastic bag, a sprout, food scraps dissolving in stomach acid. Amazing. The sensations are becoming even stronger. Now, I'm holding you even tighter. This way we're becoming one. So, what does it feel like to be to be deeply embraced? Never felt before. Help, help! This world is my representation. Such an observation, though partial, is not without truth. The enlightenment of mankind emerges from this self-imposed immaturity. Cosimo lived in the trees. The branches stretched onward, forming a lofty bridge suspended in midair. What exists, exists. What does not exist, does not exist. On the morning of April 16th, Dr. Ryuk stepped out of his clinic and kicked against a dead rat on the bottom of the stairs. Man is the measure of all things, determining what exists and what does not yet. Even this creation is destined to decay. Alice ran across the field after it. and fortunately she was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. It seemed like a man stripped of his skin, plunging into a violent storm in the battle against the elements. What exists exists. What does not exist does not exist. Perfect, the ritual was a success. I'm so moved I could almost cry. Anyway, my name is Lilith. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm gonna be shanked, everybody. I'm about to be shanked. Somebody help me. Chapter 1. Sweet Cake Time. The existence of certain cakes is not known to people in a literal sense, yet their very being points to the existence of other cakes in a symbolic way. That is, the belief in existence of ovens serves as faith or hypothesis for the existence of time machines, and an inexplicable motive at that, experienced by people. Lilith, Cake Studios, Volume 2. Ba-ba-da-ba-bam. Hello, little Jimmy guy. Oh no, a loud sound. Sounds like I'm about to be shanked. Everybody help. Your Majesty, it's been a long time since went missing. Shall we continue to search? Who's... It's a young girl who appears on screens, yellowed notebooks, and fleeting moments of lost time. Like how every Thursday afternoon, John takes a walk to the church square because the pigeons there have finally earned their diplomas. I want to know more about this girl. So, none of you know anything. My apologies, Your Majesty. I know. Speak freely, my loyal servant. Her name is... She was once... And she has the same as... Her traits include... And... She went... And you chose. Which is why you're not leading her. In short, the girl beyond the world has disappeared. You stare at the black notebook, and a strange sense of familiarity washes over you. It feels like sipping an aged wine, its deep mahogany color nurtured in oak barrel, downing it in one gulp, the burning sensation traveling from your throat to your lungs, mingling with the surrounding air. It's not fatal, just slightly melancholic. Open the notebook, open the notebook, open the notebook. Huh, what are you doing? You scared me. Oops, did I scare you? It's no problem, it's nothing. Well then, let's continue where we left off. What we're doing earlier? Oh dear. Have you forgotten already? Those vows, those bonds, those heartfelt moments, are they only memories to Lilith now? Such things never existed in the first place. Oh, bonds, emotions. Yes, bonds and emotions. If you don't remember, it's okay. This is a visual novel. You can just use the history log to recall everything. I wonder... Take care of yourself, okay? Oh, by the way, there's a girl coming to stay for us for... Oh. I wonder what kind of girl she'll be. I'm so excited. 2 hours later. Hi, my name's Lilith. Sorry to bother you, but is this a player's house? Yes, this is the place. Looking at you, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. That's right. It's time to retrieve your memories from a previous life. In your past life, when I was Sakura, maiden of the divine rebirth, my power is no longer sufficient to keep the 4 heavenly kings sealed away. I remember now. Our memories are in bonds. I remember everything. Lilith-chan, let us save the world together again. That's fantastic, player Izama. No, I never want to read something like that again. That's not the real history log. That's not the real history log. Ah, you caught me. Haha. Just a little joke. I've restored the real history log for you, so you can use it properly now. It's nothing. Okie dokie. Even though flipping through the history log makes it seem like you weren't listening to me, if it's you, I'm happy to repeat myself countless times. In the way, oh, by the way, I haven't properly introduced myself yet. My name is Lilith, and I'm your childhood friend. Childhood friend? I have one of those? Have you already forgotten? In the summers, we'd run together, climb trees, catch butterflies, play games, and finish our school assignments. What you're describing is so generic it could apply to anybody. How about this? Once, when we were little, went out hiking and ran into a bear fresh out of hibernation searching for food. With something like that, it's a wonder we're still alive. Oh dear, don't get caught up in such trivial details. In short, I'm your childhood friend, and we've reunited. It's that simple. By the way, you haven't eaten anything in a while, have you? Let's make something to eat. Ta-da! Up next is special sweet cake time. Which means you'll be making a delicious strawberry cake from under the guidance of Lilith. Well, you can hear the echoing really loud. Like, the echo is really loud at that point. Well, not loud, it's very noticeable. I can't speak today. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Then we can bask in the happiness of our achievement as we enjoy this cake together. I don't really get it, but sure, Lilith. Alright, let's get started. The process is simple. Bake a chiffon cake base, spread some cream on the top, and decorate it with strawberries. First, we'll make the cake base. Take milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs from the cabinet. Do I even have these things in my cabinet? That's the question you ask yourself. But regardless, this is worth trying. After all, there's no evidence yet that there aren't in the cabinet. Open the cabinet door. Oh, they're really here. Could it be that the angelic dream maiden prepared them in advance? Takes out milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs. First, we need to separate the egg whites from the yolks. Separate them. You look at the egg in front of you, a profound sadness floods your heart. In the beginning, it's the kind of feeling one might call fate. When is the egg's destiny truly decided? Is it the moment it comes into existence, the moment it's noticed by the girl in front of it, or the moment its fragile shell is shattered by external force? Or perhaps, in this modern age, where hedonism erodes grand ideals, the concept of fate has long since dissolved. Next, add milk, sugar, and corn oil and mix them. Add then mix. Then add the cake flour and mix. Add then mix. Then add the milk yolks and mix. Add then mix. Then take out the new bowl, add egg whites and mix them. Add then mix. Finally, combine the whipped egg whites with the batter and mix them. Add and mix them. Stir in circles, another circle, and another. Perhaps the entire world is nothing more than a meaningless machine endlessly cycling in a droning hum of repetition. All done. The batter's ready. Next, all we have to do is put it in the oven. Place the batter in the oven. The oven begins its work, just like any normal oven in this world. This marks your release from the tedious labor of machinery, granting you a fleeting moment of freedom. What's wrong? I'm gonna make a, I wonder if we are Lilith, or we're imagining Lilith, or supernatural shenanigans, or whatever. Shenanigans, you know. You still haven't answered my earlier question. Who exactly are you? You're right, a strange girl suddenly appearing in your house. That's terrifying. Have to check my walls every once in a while to make sure that can't happen. With such a premise, it's the most promising master-loved masterpiece of the year, or just a cliched horror spin story. I really like the art. I really like the art style. So, what's your opinion? You're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right. You're a ghost living in an old house. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. You're just a game character. I can't say for sure. You're a murderer. What? How do you know that? Damn it, I knew it. I'm getting shanked. How could you? How could you know? How many times do you think I've seen you? Your behavior is suspicious. No, I don't want to do that. I'm leaving and you can't stop. No, I don't want to do that. But now that you've noticed, don't you think it's already too late? What? You've already inhaled enough toxins, your body will soon go numb. When you wake again, you'll find yourself tied up, fully conscious, watching as your limbs are dismantled piece by piece. This outcome shouldn't have come so quickly. Where did it all go wrong? N2, true end. Just kidding. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm not getting shanked. Yet? What? You scared me. Don't worry. Lilith would never harm you. Anyway, you think I'm a murderer. Because you're perceiving me through your own perspective, aren't you? Nah, I'm just a guy with crippling anxiety. When understanding the existence of another, the concepts that are most easily come to mind are not metrics, like red blood cell or white blood cell counts, nor eosinophil indices. Yeah. It's still concepts like friends, family, those you dislike, people you love, or those you absolutely want to avoid, isn't it? Whether it's a murderer, a ghost, a nagging mom, or a game character, these are all extensions of such concepts. For these concepts to exist, a premise quietly hides itself. Have you noticed it? The premise is the self as the perspective. Soft pink pads of kitten's paw. A sizzling hamburger patty under the heat. I think it's the self. Yes, the premise that enables these concepts is the self as the observer's perspective. A friend to whom? Someone disliked by whom? Someone loved by whom? How does murderers, ghosts, moms, or game characters interact with me? What kind of existence is Lilith's identity? Meeting me with such an identity, what stories will unfold between us? It is precisely because these things are connected to itself. It's precisely because these things are connected to the self that they become so significant to you. It is precisely because these identities are such judgment of the self that they hold so much supreme importance. You might think I'm saying something obvious, but in truth, the self is a modern invention. In earlier times, the world was once a complete world where all things harmoniously merged. Occasionally, some might notice the existence of the self as a perspective, but the most devoted with their energy to exploring grand ideas. These ideas were magnificent, perfect, all-encompassing. Sometimes they manifested as a matter, sometimes as gods, and sometimes as logos. But no matter what, as long as people thought of their existence, they felt reassured. Then time moved into a modern era, and the self was discovered. When people regarded themselves as objects of observation, the world split in two parts, subjective and objective. Thus the world unfolded again. This time, it fractured like a mirror, and the shards reflected countless smaller worlds. This time, it became inseparably linked to the self as a perspective. And this marks the beginning of every topic we discuss. Wait, why are you suddenly... No more gods. What a sad story this is. Wait, why are you suddenly telling me this? Do I truly exist? You mentioned before that you wanted to explore this question with me. So in the end, when it is the time to come, we'll do all sorts of things together and contemplate certain topics. Until the story's end, where you can firmly make your own choices. Huh? Is the perspective really that important? Maybe you'd ask this. Anyone with common sense would think that the world naturally functioning as this should... Anyone with common sense would think that the world is naturally functioning as it should, wouldn't they? Just like this game is naturally running as it should. Yes, you found the key. Common sense. So-called common sense is the crucial tool by which the self perceives the world. As long as we leverage the power of common sense to selectively gather the information we need, the world presents itself to us in an understandable way. Common sense is so reliable that it often makes people forget the self as a perspective. In this game, the common sense you need is a visual novel. And since it's a visual novel, it's typically variations of text combined with images on backgrounds. Essentially, they're all quite similar and easy to understand. For example, you see Lilith's sprite and a dialogue box that says Lilith, so you assume Lilith is speaking to you. But is common sense truly invaluable? What if that's not the case at all? What if all these words are just being said by Lilith's hairband? What if the name Lilith is a dialogue box? In the dialogue box means absolutely nothing. Similarly, you see the scene behind me and conclude this story is taking place in a room. But what if we zoomed out from this scene? Perhaps this is merely a part of a stage set, with many spectators sitting below watching us. Perhaps this is a movie set, and the cameras are pointed right at us, and you're just an actor who's forgotten their lines. Perhaps the world outside is a desolate wasteland ruined by earthquakes. Perhaps this is the last refuge of human civilization. Perhaps this is a story taking place on another planet. The moment common sense falters, the appearance of the world before you changes. The world is no longer complete. It demands more explanations. At this point, the exploration of the self begins. And based on the different experiences of the self, the appearance of the world also changes. My head feels dizzy. Have you given an answer? Are you keeping silent? Are you engaging in some sort of experimental performance art? Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotions. Or perhaps you just need a combination. I can't speak. If I could speak, I'd be able to speak this whole thing out loud and be able to understand everything. Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotions. And perhaps you need a confirmation of your own existence. But no matter what, these words have affected you in some way. And then your gaze fixates on the wind. And then your gaze fixes on the running heat oven, a fateful glance. Damon, stop thinking about that. Even if you tell yourself not to think, it's futile. Like being told not to think of an elephant, yet thinking of one anyway. Your worst fears come true. In the next second, the oven makes a sound. I'm wondering, is it possible I might actually be a time machine? Oh no, stop the sauce. Our cake is still baking in there. You can hear it talking? A time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. Yes, that's exactly my workflow. No, this won't do, absolutely not. If the oven really turns into a time machine, terrible things might happen. Terrible things? Yes. If the oven truly becomes a time machine, the world lines will shift dramatically. Our current lives will crumble apart, and everything will be reconstructed into a new form. Have you heard of this popular theory? Even the smallest change, like the flutter of a butterfly's wings, can change a hurricane far away. Yes, it's called the butterfly effect, and I'm quite aware of that. I love that little theory. So, we can't predict how the oven turning into a time machine might impact the real world. For example, we might end up in a dystopian world where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day, and if anyone breaks the rules, they'll be... That doesn't sound too bad. How could such a world exist? That's terrifying. Exactly! In any case, the task of convincing the oven falls to you. You must make it believe that it's just an oven. Or rather, you must make yourself, as the observer, believe it's just an oven. Alright, leave it to me. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven, I need to find a right thought and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. You're not a time machine. You're not an oven. Oh, it's one of these. Oops, grab. Think. How could you be an oven? You're not an oven. You're an oven. You're an oven. You're not an even oven. You're an 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 oven. You're oven. 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 Egg. Oven. 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 Help. Everybody help. There's too many. It's too many. Oven. 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 You're an oven. You're an oven. You're not a time machine. Oven. Oven. It's over. Ding! The oven made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. Loading symbol. It's a normal cake. Thank goodness we did it. Do you smell something burnt? Burnt? Takes out the baking tray. How could this happen?
Well, I just went through an intense psychological battle, and the stress was just too much for me to handle. When the pressure builds at a boiling point, the water rises, so the food ends up high temperature.
Sorry, I didn't anticipate that at all. Okay, let's keep working on the cake and finish it. Yeah. You take the cake out of the mold, the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. But you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice through the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with cake layers. Ah, now it looks like a proper cake. No, an enticing one. An evenly spread cream even gives it a charm that sets it apart from the mass-produced factory goods. Isn't this moving? Isn't that moving? Now we've accomplished something. Yay! We've accomplished something. I love it. Yay! Even though it's not edible, we can still share the ritual of cutting the cake. This is proof that we've changed the world through our actions. Cut the cake. Hand the first slice to Lilith. Yep. Huh? Huh? The cake fell. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Even though you handed it to me with such love, I couldn't catch it. How did it come to this? I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Your reaction is adorable. It's okay, I'll clean it up. Thank you. But I am really sorry making you help with this. I enjoyed baking the cake with you. And that's enough for me. Besides, cleaning up isn't much trouble. Pats Lilith's shoulder. Silently begins cleaning up the mess. Thank you. It's fine. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back, the scent of her hair and softness of her skin. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes. Well, now that the scene of the crime is cleaned up, you can shank me. Getting shanked. It's time for Lilith to repay you. Close your eyes. Anticipation. Silence. Silence. You can open them now. Yay! Ta-da! Isn't this place amazing? I've been meaning to ask. It's amazing. Right? It's amazing. Oh, right. I almost forgot the main event. See? Just one snap of my fingers and delicious cake appears. Yes, as a reward, please enjoy this Lilith special strawberry cake. Thanks, I'll dig in. What is that sparkling effect around the cake? This makes the cake look dainty and refined. Though, strictly speaking, the sparkle isn't really sparkling, is it? Seems to just be a bit more practice? Seems still need a bit more practice. Here, have a bite. Thanks, I'll dig in. I'm gonna be shanked. Somebody help. Nothing. It doesn't seem to have any flavor. Well, I haven't described the taste yet. Honestly, I'm more interested in this cream's texture and the strawberry's color. So I'll leave the flavor to you. It's easy, just imagine it. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to stick to strawberry. You can make it taste like anything. Concentrate on the strawberry cake. Imagine it tastes like chocolate cake. I think I can taste chocolate cake. Oh, chocolate strawberry cake? Sounds cool. I'll eat it with reverence. And so you and Lilith shared a chocolate flavored strawberry cake and spent a joyful moment together. That was enjoyable. So I think if I press on this little button, it'll continue. But I think that is enough for episode 1. And, yeah. And so if you enjoyed, please like and possibly subscribe if you really enjoy this, what's a proper word for this? Let's think. If you enjoy the voice of this random weirdo, you can and you enjoy this new tracking software, please let me know and subscribe and such and so forth. And with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Good.